Hey everyone, Corey Hicks here. Today's tutorial is going to be on Can't Catch Me Now by Olivia Rodrigo. For the tablature, the notation, the PDF, and the play-along, head on over to my Patreon. That's in the description below. You can get information over there. Alright, well let's get started with the chord forms. The first chord is going to be B minor 7. Now, I know the song can be played with a capo, but we're going to be doing this with straight chords. That way, the vast majority of people can play it right away. So this B minor 7 chord is shaped almost exactly like a B minor bar chord, just with the pinky removed. Funnily enough, when you remove the pinky, you add a note, the 7th in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th of that scale. So I'm taking my first finger and barring it at the 2nd fret all the way down to the A string, making sure that all of those notes are ringing clearly. Next, I'm going to put my ring finger on the D string at the 4th fret. And finally, my middle finger is going to go on the B string on the 3rd fret. Whenever you get a new chord voicing that you're practicing, my recommendation to my students is to play every string cleanly, remove the chord, and then go back. Do as many of these repetitions as you can. Sometimes I'll suggest 25 or 50 of these. Just make sure it's clean before you leave. So this song is in the key of D major, and this is the 6th chord, B minor 7. So the next chord is going to be D major itself. So I'm putting my pinky on the note D. This is going to be the 5th fret on the A string. So these two chords are actually very close. This is a B minor 7, and all I do is add that D note to the bottom, and now it's a D major chord. This is actually a caged voicing. This chord is a C major chord, so we call it the C form of D. So it's kind of like if you were to use a capo but play C at the 5th fret, which is why we can also use a capo for this song. So I'm going from that B minor 7 chord to my D major chord. Next, I'm going to take my middle finger and put it on the G note on the low E string. This is giving me a G major 9 with a sharp 11. This is the 4 chord in the key of D major. If you've ever heard of modes before, this is giving us the sound of G Lydian. It's a very dreamy-like quality. Next, let's talk about the picking pattern. I do have that on the tablature, which you see on the screen right now. So I'm playing A string, D string, to A string, and then playing the G. Now when you're doing that, what I recommend doing is economy picking. So I'm playing in the direction of the next string. So I'm going to play downstroke on that A, downstroke on the D string, upstroke on the A, and then a down on that G. When I move to the D, it's going to be the same thing. Putting this middle finger down on the G for that G major 7 add 9. We're doing the same basic pattern. So putting this together really slowly, it sounds like this. Okay, so let's play this together for a couple repetitions. I'll go really slowly. So this is going to take just a little bit to get the proficiency down for the picking pattern, and this song is at 142 beats per minute, or if you want to think about it as cut time, it's going to be 71. So it is pretty fast. Now the other two chords that are going to be brought in are going to be the E minor 7. It's going to be played like this. I have my first finger on the D string at the 2nd fret. My pinky is on the G string on the 4th fret. Middle finger's on the 3rd fret of the B string. And my ring finger's on the high E string on the 3rd fret. Very similar picking pattern. The A chord is going to make an appearance as well. So the E minor 7 was our 2 chord in the key of D major, and we had a major. So playing through the verse here, I'm going to be playing the B minor 7, D, G major 9. Do that again. Third time. Now to the E minor. So this is the beginning of the verse. So let's play that again. 3 times on this. So that is going to repeat. There are going to be times in the chorus where we do a double of that, meaning that we're going to do like the E minor 7 and the A twice as long. And you can look at that on the chart that I have right there. So let's talk about the chords in the bridge. These are all going to be power chords. And a power chord is an ambiguous tonality. It's neither major nor minor, but in this case it is kind of hinting at the chord in that place, meaning the B power chord is actually a B minor 7. The F sharp power chord is actually an F sharp minor 7, the 3 chord in the key, the G major, and the E. Okay. And so this happens 6 times. It's 1 measure for each chord. B power chord, so that's 2nd fret, first finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, ring fingers on the F sharp note on the D string on the 4th fret, and then I have the pinky on the 4th fret of the G string. Then we're going to go down to the F sharp power chord, then to the G power chord, and then to the A. Now you could play this all on the low E string if you wanted to, playing the B at the 7th fret, down to the 2nd fret for F sharp, then going to the G, and then to the A if you wanted to do that. So it's really up to you. What do you think is the better economy of motion? That's a shorter distance, but you have to kind of deal with moving to that other string. And then I have it over here. I can keep on the same string, but of course, these 2 chords are quite a ways apart. So now I did put together an MP3 for this. So this is kind of a backing track for the whole song, and it has a guitar solo which I put in there at the very end. So we kind of rearranged this. So let's take a listen to that. You can follow along with the transcription and the chord chart. The solo, I'm basically using the scale from the key that we're in. I'm playing the B Aeolian mode, or the D major scale. It's the same thing. Starting off here in position 6 of D major. And then we're using a couple other patterns up to the top of the neck up here. So, and that ends up in pattern 3. So maybe I'll take a look at that solo. It was just an improvised solo, so maybe in another lesson we can talk about that. Well, that's going to be it for today. Let me know if you have any questions on this, or if you need any clarification, go ahead and put that in the comments below. And all the stuff's over on Patreon. And if you like this tutorial and you'd like some more like this, go ahead and subscribe, give us a like. It really helps out the channel, or share this with somebody that is learning this song. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.